Hey, how are you? It's Jody here from The 7 Effect. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through a really cool tool that we've got, and I've been using it a lot with our clients in our Goals Club lately, that can help you identify if you're building your business, what are the things that are holding you back? Where are the handbrakes that are preventing you from growing? So basically what this is called is the elementary check-in, and it brings together the 3 layers of work that we do with our clients. So just quickly, we work with people on the level of life where we help them create a life plan and tidy things up there. We help them step up as people of influence, becoming a high value human, which is really essentially about being a leader. And then thirdly, we help people create their ultimate freedom by building a lifestyle business. Now, in each of those layers, we have 7 elements. So there's 7 elements of life, 7 elements of leadership, and 7 elements of lifestyle business. We do a deep dive into each of those layers with specific audits, but we have a really cool tool called the elementary check-in that brings it all together. And it takes about 10 minutes to go through, and it's a really nice snapshot to give you a picture of exactly where you are right now. So you can download a copy of it here. There'll be a link somewhere around this video, either in the comments below or something like that. It's just a PDF. Grab yourself a copy and grab some markers, and we'll go through it. So I'm just going to bring up my screen. Boom, there it is. So essentially you can see here, the smaller circle in the middle is the 7 elements of life. Then we expand out to leadership and then lifestyle business. And the areas that each of the layers actually all have a relationship with each other. So if we want to have more ambition as a business owner, we need to look to our vision. How clear are we about what's possible and where we're heading? And also get our head in the game. So there's the brain, the vision, and the ambition. They all extend out to each other. And so as we go through the 7 elements of life in all of the 3 areas and do your elementary check-in, we're using the good old traffic light system. And so we all know that with the traffic lights, green light means go. So you would color in the element green if everything's on track and you feel like things are fine, just keep going. There's also the amber light, which represents, you know what, time to slow down. We're not completely off the rails yet, but things need to be looked at and potentially corrected. So it means not quite where I want to be. And then red is, I think we need to stop what we're doing right now and make some critical changes. So I'm just going to go through each of the elements with you quickly so you get a sense of what they are and where to score yours if things are on track or not. So we begin always in the life section, and the first element of life is the brain, which is all around mental health and well-being. So if you're feeling calm, clear and focused, green light, keep moving forward. If you're feeling a little bit foggy, like I'm not completely stressed out, depressed or anxious, but you know what, I feel like I'm lacking some clarity, amber light there for you. And if you're completely overwhelmed where you can't even think straight, give yourself a red. So the brain is all about saying, all right, mentally, how am I right now? So let's just say you're thinking, you know what, I'm a little bit fatigued and foggy. It's not shocking, but I need to really slow down and just get clarity of where I'm heading right now. The body element is your physical health and well-being. And so this is like if you're feeling fit, fantastic, energized, green light for you. Brilliant. Keep on going. We would give it an amber if you're feeling a little bit exhausted, like you're not eating well right now. Maybe you're not drinking enough water or moving enough, but you know that generally you're pretty good health-wise. You'd get an amber light. And if you're actually suffering from any kind of chronic illness or disease or completely fatigued and exhausted and you're not eating well, you're not moving, then that would be a red light for you. So those are the first 2. Next, we move on to the being element. Now, the being element is around the places that you be. It's your environment. your home where you're living, the state of your office or workspace, wherever you are. Do you like it? Are you happy there? Are things organized and tidy? Green light if it's all on track. Amber light if things need a little bit of tidying up. Maybe the cupboards are a little bit full of junk and there's piles of crap cluttering up on your desk and things like that. And red light is, you know what, everywhere I look, things are falling apart. I can't find anything in this place. It's a state of chaos. So hopefully you're not, but let's imagine you're living in a state of chaos right now. So you would give it a red there. Love is all things to do with relationships, not just romantic, but immediate and extended family, peers, colleagues, even yourself. How connected are you to love right now? And so if you're feeling all loved up, like your tank is full, great, you would get a green light. If you're thinking, you know what, I know that I've got people that love me around me, but right now I'm not really giving them the attention they deserve and I'm not really feeling connected. So things could get better. You might have an orange light. And if you're feeling like love is really lacking in your life right now, and maybe you don't even feel a sense of love for yourself or loved by others, then that would be a red light. Time, this is all about, are you spending time doing the things you want to do with your life? And are you making time or making the most of your time that you are given each day? So again, all on track, plenty of time, never worried that there's not enough hours in the day. Green light for you. Feeling like, you know what, generally I'm pretty good, but at the moment I feel like I'm struggling for time and I'm not investing in time for me to do the things that I really want. It's all work, no play. And red light would be, I currently feel like a slave and my time is not my own. So let's say you're currently feeling like a slave and your time is not your own. Get a red light there. Money, this is all about how well you are managing and working your money. My papa always used to say, Jody, learn how to make money work for you so you don't have to waste your whole life working for it. So green light for you if you've got money working for you, if you're invested, you're building wealth and you understand how money works. Amber light if you're earning good money but you seem to spend as much as you earn. And red light if you're up to your eyeballs in debt and feeling like you're underwater right now. Well, let's go best case scenario and say, you know what, actually right now money's pretty good. My papa always told me I should invest as well. And so I've built myself some wealth and I'm managing money well. Then passion, this is the seventh element of life. And the passion element is all around how much fire is in your belly for the things that you do. Do you have something that lights you up and are you invested in that? So green light if that's a yes. Amber light if you go, I used to, but I'm kind of forgetting about it. And red light if you say, you know what, I don't think there's any passion in my life. I don't even know what I'm passionate about or what excites me anymore. Let's say, you know what, I've got a business, I'm already on fire and I'm super passionate about it, so it's a green light. So we can see right there, just that snapshot starts to give us a small picture, and it's a really nice insight to go through. Then we step up as a leader, and the 7 elements of leadership are the key things that you need to be getting green lights on if you want to succeed in business. The first one is your vision. Do you have a clear, strong, and compelling vision? Green light if you do. Is it a little bit foggy? You've got an idea, but you can't express it clearly. Or are you feeling like you can't see the forest for the trees or the trees for the forest because there's just so much in your brain that's fogging you up? You can't clearly articulate what's even possible. You're bogged down in the minutiae of the day. The next thing about leadership is authenticity. Do you give yourself permission to be who you are, real, raw, open, and authentic? Or are you wrestling with imposter syndrome? Or have you disconnected completely from the world and you feel like you have to try and pretend to be someone else when you step forward? So if you're going through life feeling like there's a big facade and you really struggle or you feel a lot of shame or anxiety about expressing who you are openly and honestly and letting people get to know what's really going on inside of you, then that would be a red light. If you feel like, you know what, I'm okay with being who I am, but I feel like I'm a different person at work as to who I am in life or with family and friends, and you've got lots of these hats on that you think you're kind of different in different environments, then that would be an amber light. And you'd get a red light if you go, you know what, I am who I am, I do what I do, and I show up as me in every environment in a confident and constructive way. If so, giddy up, that's a green light for you there as well. Confidence. This is something so many leaders lack, and as a result, they end up wrestling with that terrible thing called imposter syndrome and feeling like they have to keep faking it until they make it. Confidence in a green light looks like a deep, unwavering belief in your ability to succeed. You're confident in who you are, what you know, and how to express yourself. An amber in confidence would be, you know what, with some things I feel really confident, but in other things self-doubt can just trip me up and I second guess myself a lot. A red light would be, you know what, I feel like I'm constantly the handbrake on my own progression forward, and before I take any steps in doing anything, I'm continuously self-doubting myself and having conversations with the voice of negativity or the voices of doubt internally. Let's say you're stuck up where surprisingly a lot of people are, little voices telling you you're no good, you can't, don't be so stupid. That would be a red light there. Communication. This is all about your ability to communicate and articulate your message, to be understood, to share who you are and what you do in life and in business. If you're someone who is confident in sharing your vision, your message, good at listening and drawing information out of others and giving instructions and being understood, then brilliant. Green light for you. I have to tell you, communication is not something many people score strongly in unless they do work in that area. If you're like most people and you say, you know what, most of the time I'm pretty good, but gee whiz, trying to understand people and getting people to understand me can be a challenge, then that would be an orange light for you. And let's say you're in a space where you say, you know what, I just don't feel like anyone listens to me and I can't understand what other people are saying. Or if you feel like there's just these blocks between you and the rest of the world in trying to communicate, or you avoid communicating altogether because you're afraid that either what you have to say is undervalued automatically or you're not going to say the right thing, so it's easier to say nothing, then that would be a red light for you. Time to do some work on your communication. Hot tip, can't build a business successfully unless you get this right. Next one is all about delivery. Do you deliver the goods and get stuff done as a leader? Do you take responsibility for being accountable for following through with your actions? Or are you always needing someone to remind you, to tip you up, to say, hey, is that done? Is that finished? And do you sometimes blame others for the fact that it didn't get done? Delivery is about, as a leader, following through and getting the goods delivered to the door. So green light if you do, amber light if you struggle in that area or you're a bit hit and miss, and a red light if you're saying to yourself, you know what, I actually don't think I've completed or finished anything because I tend to be caught up in lots of small things that never get finished. The next one is resilience. Resilience is really about your ability to bounce back. As a leader, as a business owner, particularly in the types of businesses that we build, which are lifestyle businesses around coaching, consulting, and education or expertise, this is critical. You must have the resilience to bounce back from rejection, to bounce back from failure, humiliation, and all of the things that are going to be thrown at you in the pursuit of building your business. So when it comes to resilience, you might be thinking, you know what? Some things really get to me and I'm a bit of a roller coaster where I have great weeks and then I have really bad weeks. And so that would be an amber light. A green light is where you're in that beautiful space where you're saying, no matter what comes at me, I can keep pushing forward, but I also know when to stop and recharge. So resilience isn't about burning yourself out. It's about knowing that things don't knock you off your perch for good. Shit happens, excuse my language. We can pause, we can reflect, and we can bounce back stronger. Having a bouncy bum where you get knocked back and you bounce back up is a really great thing. And it's, again, critical to succeed in business. And then finally, growth. Are you a lifelong learner? The fact that you're here listening to this and learning these elements says to me that chances are you potentially have a green light on that. You love to learn and you're continually growing and improving yourself. An amber light would be, you know what, I think learning's important, but I never really make the time to do it because I'm bogged down in doing. For me, Fridays is my growth day, so I take the day off from working with clients and I really invest in learning and practicing the stuff that I'm learning in my business, and even just growth for my personal development. Go on the beach, get a walk, connect with friends, grow who I am as a person. And a red light would be really in that space of just shrinking down. You know, some people get to a point where they go, oh, I already know all that. I've already done that. So it's kind of like that fixed mindset and just not growing. Now, when it comes to the leadership, I hope that seeing those 7 elements of life has given you an insight into underneath the surface of building a business and all of the stuff they teach out there about systems and structure and building a community and getting leads and developing products and services and all that cool stuff that we teach in our Lifestyle Business Builder program. Please understand that none of that will work for you unless you get what I call the magic in the middle right. The leadership really is the magic in the middle. Without nailing those 7 elements, you're going to struggle in business. That's just the cold, hard truth of it. The other thing is the foundations is life. If you want to build a successful 6-figure business as a coach, consultant, or educator, you've really got to do the work and sort your messy life out. The reason why is people will struggle to take you seriously if you seem like things are chaotic or you're a bit of a basket case in your own life. Now, I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're here and you're going, you know what, life's pretty good. I'm learning to step up as a leader. Get to the goods, Jody, because I'm here to build my business. And so let's talk about now the 7 elements of lifestyle business. So essentially, we start with ambition. If you don't care enough, you won't do enough. You've got to want it, really want it to make it happen. So when it comes to ambition, I hope that you've got a green light and you're saying, you know what, 10 out of 10, I'm fully committed. I feel like this is my life's purpose and I need to make that happen. I'm just going to move myself back a bit because that sun is getting in my face. That's better. So ambition is critical. Step 1, without it, you will fail, because here's the thing. The cold, hard truth of building a business is sometimes it's tough. And stuff gets thrown at you and it can be challenging. But your ambition, your vision, and the strength of your mindset, see how they work together, is what will keep you charging ahead. Green light if you're 10 out of 10. Amber light if you're feeling like some days I'm really determined and other days I think I should quit. And a red light is, you know, I'm not even really that bothered. It's a nice idea, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. The universe will give me something else to do. You know what? Ambition is really important. I just let me say that. All right. The next element of lifestyle business is faith. Faith is about your ability to believe in your... let me say that again. Faith is about your belief in your ability to succeed. When you have a green light in faith, it is a deep, unwavering knowing that you can and you will build a successful lifestyle business. No self-doubt, no second guessing, just onwards and upwards. I've got to tell you, I don't see many green lights in this area. Tony Robbins talks about the fact that success is 20% mechanics, the stuff that you do, 80% mindset. It's all in the faith. And the reality is, this is the area that most people I see are not just an amber, but a red light. So we get a lot of red lights in faith because the beliefs are the things that are tripping people up. And they're continuously second guessing themselves and having internal dialogue like, but what if I fail? What if I stuff it up? What if no one will buy from me? And so that voice in their head is like a constant handbrake saying, stop. What if it all goes wrong? You could die. Don't do it. An amber light would be, you know what, some days I really feel like I'm unstoppable, and other days I just second guess myself continuously. Or in some areas I feel really strong about my skills, and in other areas I feel like I'm just really bad and I'll never be good at it. So when you're wrestling back and forth with your ability to succeed, that would be an amber light. Faith is, you know what, I really struggle in that area big time, but I keep trying to fake it until I make it. The reality is, to turn a red or an amber light green, you've got to do the deep work on your unconscious beliefs, identity, and values. That's the stuff in the middle that we need to correct to get you moving forward. Structure. Now, this is a great one. Structure means, how is your business built? On what type of framework and foundations? A really green, rock-solid foundation would be, I have a core program that's a high-value product, and I only need a handful of clients to get to 6 figures. I'm really clear on the journey that I take people through, and it's consistent and stable, and everything's working and strong. So that would be a green light. An amber light would be, I've got a couple of products that are high value, and I've got lots of little cheap offers that tend to consume all my time and energy, but I do manage to get some clients on board and I am making some money. And a red structure would be, my business is built on cheap or free offers, and making money is not something that's working for me right now. And sadly, I do see a lot of red structures out there. In fact, most of the people that come to us and start working with us in our Lifestyle Business Builder program come with ideas to build $97 programs or $197 online courses. And when we take them through our business growth tracker or our product planner, you know, the calculators that we use to help you map out your 6 figures, they very quickly realize that as a structure, this is not viable. The business can't be built on that particular structure. So we need to restructure around high value products, and we need to restructure the way you deliver so that you can scale successfully to 6 figures without having to sell your soul or be a slave to your own business. Okay, community. That's the 4th element right there in the middle. See how it expands out from love, communication, community. If you have a green community, it means that people are getting around you, they love you, word of mouth, people are coming to you, and you've got an active network of people. Maybe it's a closed Facebook group, maybe it's an email list, a meetup group. It's a community where you are continuously engaging and adding value and working it, and from that community, people put their hand up every now and then and say, I want to go deeper and I want to become a client. If that sounds like you, that would be a red light. An amber light would be, you know what, I've got some of those things in place, but I tend to neglect my community, and so it's not growing consistently. And a red light would be, I'm an island, I don't have a community, and if you're in that space, then guess what? You're always going to struggle to build a business, and finding clients is going to feel like a constant battle for you. The 5th element of lifestyle business is systems. We want simple, sleek, lean systems that make your life easier. Now, if you've got an operating platform and work that can happen without you having to touch it, then giddy up, green light for you. We use Kajabi for our systems, and then we actually look at all of our different processes in our business and go, how do we create systems so that I don't have to touch things and stuff happens automatically? Not just in business, but I think as a leader and in your life, you should also create systems that look after your health, that continue to grow your wealth, and then maintain that beautiful balance so you have plenty of fun, freedom, and fulfillment in every single day. Systems is important. Let's say you say, you know what, my life is chaos. See how systems, time, and delivery are all linked together. I feel like I never get stuff done, or if I do, it's me manually having to pull things across the line, then that would be a red light for you in systems. Results. This is about the results, not just of you, but your clients. Is there a specific result that you help people deliver again and again and again? So for us, we get a green light on that because we're very focused on one exact result. We help people build a 6-figure lifestyle business as a coach, consultant, or educator. We have clients and case studies that have come through our program out of the back end and done exactly that by following our step-by-step process. The formula is there, the levels are in place, and we measure our clients' results at every step of the way. From level 1, when they're earning 0, all the way through to level 7, where they're actually making $10,000 to $15,000 a month consistently every single month in their business. So we have a system to get those results in our programs. That would be a green light for you if you're able to achieve those results and you're very specific and clear on those results. If you work with clients and you help get positive feedback, but you can't measure the results and you haven't clearly defined what they are, then you'd be an amber light. And if you feel like you're just bouncing off of the walls and kind of doing stuff and helping people for free, but you haven't really defined what it is you actually do for who, then you would be a red light. And then we go to the 7th element of lifestyle business, which is contribution. Now, most of our clients go into business because there's something bigger in them that they want to achieve. It's not just about freedom for them in their personal life. It's about leaving a legacy for their family. It's about being a great role model as a mum or a dad, or it's about making a difference in their community or the world as a whole by changing the way people do things. And that is all about contribution. Now, contribution isn't just about donating money to charity. Certainly, throwing some of your profits towards a worthy cause is a great idea. But contribution is about the time and the energy that you giving back to others. And green light if your business is built around contributing. So over the years, the 7 Effectors partnered with many worthy causes, from Time to Kids to Kickstart for Kids. And we usually choose children-focused charities where we help kids that are struggling to get the leg up in life, get access to whether it be food, shelter, water, the foundational things, or experiences and opportunities to progress and develop themselves. Another great organization that we've partnered up with in our Brain Body Business Bali retreat is Bali Kids. So when we take our clients over to Bali for the 7 weeks in tropical paradise, doing the work on the brain, the body, and the business, we take a trip out to this amazing organization that one of our clients is a founder of, Sue Ruslan, and we check in with the kids, we donate some money, we do some fundraising around that, and it's just a really beautiful experience to do. So contribution has always been a big part of the 7 Effect culture. Even when we were a goals club, we did things to contribute to local worthy causes, help raise funds, raise awareness and things like that, just because it feels good. So we would get a green light there. We would have. Right now, though, in all honesty, I would say for us, we're scoring an orange light because we do some good stuff, but not as much as we have in the past and not as much as I would like to. A red light would be, I haven't even thought about that being part of my business. Don't slap yourself on the wrist. In fact, none of the red lights are, you suck. They're, hey, warning, this is an opportunity to check in and make some changes. So essentially that's the elementary check-in. Download it, go through the process by yourself, get yourself that picture, and then here's what to do with it. So what I want you to do is ask yourself these 3 coaching questions. Now, these are the same types of questions that I ask my clients when I'm working with them one-on-one. I do realize it's sometimes a little bit trickier to coach yourself, but take a look at your elementary check-in. Go to the red and the amber lights and ask yourself specifically, why have I given it a red light? Why have I given it an amber light? And be as specific in your answers as you can as possible. Do one element at a time and start to draw out that wisdom or that information. Second question is, what would a green light look like? So what would it take to turn that light green? And here I want you to paint a really clear picture of what a green community looks like, or a green system, in all the detail and finery as you can. And finally, the third and the most important question is, how will I make that happen? And this is about you committing to action and letting the rubber meet the road. Now, if you have any challenges with this, then I would love to help you out, and you can find us in our, I'll just pop myself back up there so I'm talking to you like this. That light's getting in my face a bit, isn't it? But you can find us in our free Facebook group. It's called Life Design School. So, you know, if you go up to the little search thing and you type in Life Design School, jump in there, tag me in a post and say, Jodie, so my name is Jodie Nevid, by the way, Jodie. Shall I go back here and draw it out for you so you can spell it properly? So it's Jodie and then Nevid. Tag me in Life Design School and say, hey Jodie, I've just completed the elementary check-in and I got a couple of stumbling blocks around these specific elements. Could I get some tips from you? And I'm here to help. I would love to answer any of your questions, and the best place to do that is to find me in Life Design School. And really, it's a great community to hang out with. In there, we've got all sorts of goal setters and business builders. We also offer regular free live events online and some coaching opportunities where I work with people to just help them get their goals on track. Plus, we've got a bunch of free tools in there as well. So that's it from me. Thanks very much for taking the time to go through the elementary check-in with me. I know it took a little bit longer to explain it all in detail, but it's a really quick and easy process. Do it every couple of months. Get that picture of where you are right now. And before you know it, you'll be on track to living your best life, leading an amazing revolution in your business, and truly having the fun, the freedom, and the fulfillment you want as a 6-figure coach, consultant, or expert. Thanks very much, and I hope to see you soon.